Just that easy. There we go. Let me see. And this should be a relatively, like, this is gonna not take very long. It's not like organizing 204 monsters by taste. Tier list of Guilty Gear characters in order of least bride material to lost bride material. Who would be the most lost bride? That's a good question. Like ultimately that's just smash or pass again, just with a few more steps, and maybe imagining some nice, cute like wedding dresses. Okay. So Zelda tier list. This is what we're doing. It's do I have a thing up here? Current event. Yeah, it's not. We're not doing a. Yeah, Zelda, Legend of Zelda tier list. There we go. Most bride material, but lost bride material works too. Who's most likely to get lost? There we go. Okay. I don't like it. Covers up too much stuff. I'm gonna grab this and I'm just gonna shrink it down. There we go. Put it like right there. Yeah, good. Okay, so we got a bunch of Zelda games here. I'm gonna just our ranks a little bit here. Bam. There we go. Okay, we have a bunch of Zelda games. These are all just core games though. Where's fucking Tingle's Rosy Ruby Land? What am I supposed to do with this? This is an impossible. This is no good. It's a bad list. Oh well. Yeah. Most bride material. Yeah. Okay, so let's start from the top. The original Zelda. This one right here. This is the first Zelda game. What's there to say about it? It's the original. It's okay. I'm gonna put it rated C for now, just to give us like a basis. Okay, we got Zelda 2. I'm like right into it, just like immediately. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for some Zelda tiers? If this is gonna go fast, this is gonna go really fast. So if we have a good idea after this, we can totally do that. Yeah. Okay. So we have Zelda 2, Link's Adventure of Link. This game gets a lot of flack as being like really bad, but I actually think over time I've gradually gotten so I like it more and more. Oh, Castlevania tier list would be also interesting. Yeah. This other one is basically extremely cool conceptually for a time. Yeah, exactly, right? And have it compared to Bloodstained. Oh, wow. There's an asterisk. Zelda 2 is like, yeah, I've only come to hate Zelda 2 more over time. That's fair. Like, Zelda 2 is like interesting because it's such a good example of like not knowing why the first game was as beloved as it is. And it kind of leans more into like weird RPG-ish mechanics that weren't really needed. Like, I think I've gotten so I like it a little bit more over time, but I think that overall, like, I think it's still like worse than this one by a lot. So maybe something like this. I feel like that's fair. All right. Now I'm like my favorite Zelda game, Link's Awakening. I love Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening is wonderful. It's a perfect balance of like Zelda puzzles, good combat, interesting dungeons, cool bosses. Like it has a little bit of RPG mechanics, but not too much. Like, it still keeps it light. Never understood how fighting Zelda 2 is supposed to work. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I get what I think they were going for, which is that I think that they were kind of going for, what is the name of the game? Oh shit, what is it called? I don't remember it off the top of my head. What is it called? Is it Urban Champion? Yeah, it's Urban Champion. I think they were kind of going for like a high-low system like that, but like making it a whole platformer. Like, I think Zelda 2 is like ambitious, but I just don't think it executed well on the ideas. Yeah, have a good rest. All right. Catch you later, random dude. I'll catch the VOD later for the tier list. Fair. Link's Awakening is my first video game I ever beat. Hey, nice, very nice. I remember being especially proud for beating like Link's Awakening because I was still a baby for sure, but like I spent the whole summer playing that game, and gosh, it probably went well into like the next summer actually before I beat it. But like, I just have like really fond memories of Link's Awakening in particular. But I think it's not just, this isn't just like rose-tinted glasses. I think the game is like one of the best. Actually, I'm gonna just do one more thing because I just feel like my tracking is like really like messy right now for some reason. And see if that helps. Oh, there we go. That looks a little bit better, I think. There we go. That should be a little bit better. I beat it too. I didn't even know how. I was awful at it. Oh. Well, I mean, you beat it, so you weren't awful at it. Yeah. So Link's Awakening, top tier. It's like everything I want from a good Zelda game, and it's also like, it's a really bittersweet game. It's really kind of sad, but it is what it is. All right, so now we're going to A Link to the Past, which I think is also an extremely good Zelda game. I'm willing to put it in S, but I think right now I'll put it in A. I think I can put A Link to the Past in A tier. It's A or up, basically. I only beat Link's Awakening in my 20s. I still think it's the best one. Yeah, the vibes are so immaculate, right? Like, it's actually, like, Link's Awakening does so much on the Game Boy. Like, everybody has, like, people forget, too, that it's, like, it's a Game Boy game. It's, like, an early, well, not an early Game Boy game, but it's, like, you know, it's like, it made me sad to finish. Apparently, it was influenced by Twin Peaks. Really? That's interesting. Yeah, it's one of my faves. Yeah. I think A Link to the Past, to me, like, this is the one that really carves out like what a standard Zelda game is, and I think really set the pace for all Zelda games after it. 1992, yeah, like, Link's Awakening is just something else. It really is. But A Link to the Past is like, it sets the pace for everything after it. It's extremely good. There's nothing really outstanding about A Link to the Past that's like bad. It's a good game. I think it lacks some of the like mystique that like Link's Awakening has. Like, Link's Awakening has atmosphere to it that like strangely is absent at times in A Link to the Past. Link's Awakening started A Link to the Past demake on Game Boy, but they just ran with it. Yeah, kind of. I feel like Link's Awakening came up first though, didn't it? Actually, don't know. Original release. Of course, now there's a remake, so we just get the date for it. Came out in 1993, so it came out like probably. Give me. Yeah, it did start as a. Yeah, interesting. So 1992. Yeah. Wow. Time frame. It's weird. I know part of it is in my head, like I played them like in inverse order, so yeah. Link to the Past is the third one. Yeah, Link's Awakening is the fourth. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I had Link's Awakening first, and then I got Link to the Past. Link's Awakening was a weird one. It's pretty straightforward, which is why being and why be straight when you be queer. Exactly, agreed. Also, Fire Mountain, how you doing? How's things going? Okay, so now we're at an interesting spot, which is Ocarina of Time. I feel like Ocarina of Time is good, but I actually think it's a step down from A Link to the Past. It's a step down from both these games. Like, I think the drawing, I guess that's going okay. Oh, well, that's good. Like, I think Ocarina of Time is good, but I kind of feel like it's aged kind of not poorly, but like, I don't know, like, it's once again, it's like A Link to the Past where it kind of set the pace for all Zelda games after it, except for Majora's Mask, which just went the opposite direction, just ran full tilt. Yeah. Oh, the first controversial opinion. It's not even that controversial. I just think it's like a very average game. To be fair, A Link to the Past is like average, but like good average, high average. Yeah. So I'm comfortable putting Ocarina of Time here. I do think there's just like things about the game that just like I don't think have aged great, and I think that it's still good. It's still very good. It's just I feel comfortable putting it in B. Majora's Mask, which this is another one that's also kind of probably controversial because oh Pive, thank you for the subs. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for the sub. Enjoy your sub, Fire. Oh my goodness. So many subs, Hive. Majora's Mask. This is an interesting one where it's I like Majora's Mask on I love it for its atmosphere, its aesthetic, what it does. Majora's Mask, actually, what am I doing? We're sitting here like listening to like stuff when we could be listening to a Zelda playlist. That's what we should be doing. Zelda and chill. There we go. Yeah, Ocarina of Time is very much dated. Oh yeah, it's much things set the standard for 3D combat. Oh, absolutely. Like it's an absolute innovator. Yeah, the Z targeting. Yeah. Now I can do this. Yes, Twism. Big Twisms. It's a playlist. There. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Alright, so Majora's Mask, I love the atmosphere, I love the tone in this game, I love how like strangely spooky it is. I love everything about it. I just hate mechanically. Mechanically, I really dislike the game a lot. So I'm in a weird spot where I love aspects of it, but I just find it like for lack of a better term, I feel like Majora's Mask is a really anal game sometimes. And I mean that like in a very specific way, I guess. I mean, it's very particular. It has very particular things of you. I feel like I could put it in B for now. It's got good spooky. I love the tone of it. But it's just like, I remember things in that game just being so like particular. It's like, I need to be at this place at this time to do X thing. And I need to do this exact thing to go here to have enough time to do this thing. And it's like, I get that it's part of the game. People talk about how dark Twilight Princess is. Oh yeah, Majora's Mask is a way darker game, I think. Twilight Princess is a funny one, and I will get to that because that game had an interesting development history where it was like the exact like opposite direction from Wind Waker. But I guess first we have something else that we have to talk about, which is Zelda Oracle of Season, Oracle of Ages. These are a Capcom made sequel quotation figures to, it's not technically a sequel, but they're basically Link's Awakening 2. So I'm not gonna lie, I actually love those games. Those are excellent. I think that they're really good. I have bad experiences with these two. Really? Damn. I like them. I do think, once again, Oracles are weirdly good. Once again, it's a case of I don't think they're as good as Link's Awakening. I could put them on A tier. Because I do think that they're like nuanced in a way that's unappealing sometimes. That's the same problem that I have with Majora's Mask, really, is that it's nuanced in a weird way. Because like there's a whole like passcode system and there's all this like weird stuff about these games. And they are weird even by like Zelda standards. There's sometimes just weird, quirky things in them. There's like a ring system, which is incredibly RPG-esque, and like there's a lot of layers to it. I think the level design is really flawed. Yeah, it is definitely like, how would you describe it? It's like crunchy. The dungeon rooms being larger than the Game Boy screen, unlike Link's Awakening, introduces a lot of problems. I would agree with that statement. Yeah. Like, the more I think about it, the more I feel comfortable putting them on A tier. Like, they're not perfect, but I do like a lot of what they did. I love the fact that they leaned really hard into like some RPG mechanics with the ring system without leaning into just straight up RPG mechanics. Never did a bit more lost in a Zelda game than JoJo Belly and Oracle of Ages. Yeah, there's like moments in these games where it is very hard to like navigate and like parse your way like through things. So I would agree with that statement. I'll put them on A for now. I feel like they're comfortable at A, I think. I do think they're more flawed than A Link to the Past though, but I personally do like them a lot. Okay, what else we got? We got Wind Waker. Wind Waker, of course, this is the one that basically created the whole like toon look, cel-shaded look. Well, it didn't create cel-shaded look, obviously, but hey Cass, how you doing? But it did like bring it mainstream because people got really mad about Wind Waker. People got really mad about Wind Waker. If you weren't there, you probably don't remember how mad the internet was. Like people were like livid. Part of that was because like I think it was like Space World like the year before showed off a Zelda demo, which basically looked like Ocarina of Time except like dialed up. The internet was big mad. It was so dumb. It was so dumb, and people were not happy. I'm doing great. Oh, that's good to hear. Wind Waker I really like. I love a lot of things about this game, but the game also by moments feels really, really plain to me. In particular, its dungeons. I don't feel like its dungeons are particularly strong. It might be one of the weakest like mainline Zelda games for its actual dungeon design. Like none of the dungeons feel memorable except for the Sea Tower one. That one was kind of cool. But where this game shined was it gave you like a sense of exploration unlike any other Zelda game before it, because it really felt like you were just like going and exploring things, which was really cool. Yeah, Americans were furious as Zelda looked cartoonish and for kids. I know, right? Like, and it was also partly because I think it was like how to put it? I think Microsoft set the like you know, threw the gasoline down and Nintendo lit on fire, right? It was kind of a case of that because right in that time frame there was a lot of like heat around like games that were mature, games that felt adult, games that you know were want really mature experiences. Of course people were basically, they were referring to I guess Halo or something at the time, but I'm still mad about that. This also made the game style. Yeah, I know, right? Like, and actually, I can't believe that they remade, when they re-released Wind Waker on the Wii U, that they actually redid the visuals to an extent. I was like, why would you even do that? Because it's already such a great looking game. And that's the thing. That's the thing that a lot of people I think misunderstood like about it, was the fact that like there's a reason Nintendo's games age really, really well. Like Nintendo's games age really well compared to most companies, which is partly why they have such a good library, because you can basically play Super Mario World in 2022 and it still feels great and it looks great. So, you know, but I think Wind Waker has like a sense of exploration that isn't like here. The only other game that had exploration like this really felt like the original Zelda in a lot of ways. I'm one of these insane people that actually loves the Triforce Hunt section in this game, but yeah, I still think that like I'm willing to put it like bottom A or high B. I'll put it like bottom A tier. I think it's really cool. It's a really good game, but boy, I really think the dungeons could have been better in this game. I'm really torn. I could put Majora's Mask up here too, but we're starting to stack this tier, I think. You know, realistically, I think I could probably put A Link to the Past on S tier, and I could put these on A. And this feels maybe a bit more comfortable. All right. Next up would be probably Minish Cap. I like the part except for how expensive it was to get the chart read by Tingle. I stopped playing during the Triforce Hunt, not intentionally. I just started playing something else and forgot about Wind Waker. That's fair. There's quite a few games that came out around the same time period too, so that's reasonable. I'm like, what year did Wind Waker come out? Wind Waker came out, I assume it's 2003, 2002. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that was a high year for a lot of games. So. Minish Cap would be next, I think. Actually, I could just actually look at the timeline. Four Swords, then Minish Cap. Four Swords was actually pretty cool. I didn't get to play this game a lot. Admittedly, I've never beaten it because I needed friends. Wow, would have said 2003 too. Yeah. I bet it's because it came out late 2002. I bet it came out in like December or something. No, it came out in December in Japan. It came out 2003 in North America. These are using Japanese dates, so we were right. It came out March 24th in North America. So it actually did come out in 2003, and like 2003 was a pretty good year. Honestly, 2002 to 2004 were all pretty good for game releases. Because I think like Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that came out in like 2004, I think. There's a lot of releases that came out in that time period. Four Swords owns. I won a free copy of it at a competition on Newgrounds of all places. Really? Huh. The little bit I've played of this game, I really liked it. Like there's few games that feel quite like this, or at least like nowadays there's a few things that are kind of out there that are like this, but at the time, if there wasn't really anything quite like this, I really enjoy the game. I wish I could say I beat it, but I do like it a lot. I thought it was really cool. Really want to play Four Swords multiplayer. Yeah, same. Yeah, I mean I played it with my cousins a couple runs, but we never got to the end of the game. Minish Cap. Okay, so Minish Cap is probably another one that's gonna be a little bit of an opinion. A little bit of an opinion. I don't like Minish Cap like at all. It's another Capcom produced Zelda game, and I feel like it's like, I mean, they obviously wanted it to have a lot of like Wind Waker's energy, but I just felt so uninspired playing it. It wasn't enjoying it. There's like, is way more, I like Minish Cap way more than the Oracle games. Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't like Minish Cap at all. I felt like it was just like, there was like, yeah, and that's about how I felt Cass. I felt like it is very visually cute, and there's some like cool ideas in there, like the dungeon, like, well, I mean, that's the core mechanic of the game is you shrink down, right? So there's like some interesting ideas played around with that, which is fun. But I just felt like the entire time I played it, I wasn't really enjoying playing it. I feel comfortable putting it maybe in D or like low C for me personally. I don't think the game is really like that bad, but I just didn't personally enjoy it that much. Like, I just felt like it was a little bit phoned in. It's just kind of a strange game too, because it's a hard game to imagine like a core Zelda, like a mainline Zelda game based around the mechanic of just getting small. Like that feels like something that like a singular thing, like a singular weapon could do. Or a singular tool to some degree. Let me see, what would be next? So we have Four Swords Adventures, which actually I think I might have put, is this Adventures or is this Four Swords? No, Four Swords Adventures. This is the Game Boy Advance one, which has A Link to the Past and Four Swords packed in, which I think is pretty fair to say that it's a good mix. I mean, at this point, like, you're kind of just doing whatever. I haven't actually, like, this version of Four Swords, I actually don't know if it's like different than the GameCube version, because I've only played the GameCube version, so I don't know if I can list this one. I know it has a port of A Link to the Past, but I don't know if Four Swords in it is different. Yeah, because if it's just Four Swords again, because I think it's Four Swords Adventures, so yeah, no, it is different. Okay, so it is a different game, so I'll have to make another tier here of games I can't list because I just haven't played them. Gotta roll low. This one is gonna be blue. No, no. No! What have I done? There. It's the same. There, blue, and there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll put it here technically. Four Swords Adventures is the GameCube game. Four Swords is the extra mode. Okay, so I had it backwards. Okay, I've played Four Swords Adventures then. I think it is. I never played that at all. Yeah, I thought it was the same game, but it had another mode or two in it. Okay, maybe it is the same game. I know it has a Link to the Past in it, but it also has Four Swords packed in, so there's an extra mode that comes with the GBA. Okay, so I mean, if I really want it to be real, I could just put it up here with like a Link to the Past, because we're kind of just rating the core experience, I guess. But I mean, it's a Link. I don't know. What do y'all think? Okay, I'm gonna move on. We'll let that we'll think on that one. More I'm just like looking at this more. I'm just like. Maybe no. I feel okay putting it in B. Okay, Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess should be technically next, I think. Minish Cap, Twilight Princess, yes, and then Phantom Hourglass. So, let me see. So, Twilight Princess, I actually hated this game when I initially played it. I did not like the way it played. I didn't like much about it. There was a few things I did like about it, but then it matured like a fine wine for me for some reason. So for people that don't know, because Nintendo got so much flack over Wind Waker, there's a real push to have a mature, like, dark Zelda game. And that's what Twilight Princess was supposed to be. It honestly wasn't particularly dark. You can see it like in the early portion of the game a little bit, but that kind of faded away, I think, over the later half of the game. But I will say one thing, this has probably the best, it has the best Zelda and Ganondorf designs, I think. And also Midna is hands, if I was making a character list here, Midna would be one of the best Zelda characters, like hands down, would be S rank. Midna's S rank. Midna is like pretty much the only assisting Zelda character in the series that is not distinctly annoying in any way. She's just wonderful. She's just Edna. Oh my god. Midna is just excellent. She's a great character. She's interesting. She's fun. She actually makes parts of the game that are drab and dull and blah good. Midna is that good. She actually elevates the game just by her presence alone. That's how good Midna is. Yeah. Never played TP a second time. I was kind of whatever about it. See, that's how I felt too. Fire. I do wonder if feelings would change. Over time, I kind of my feelings have kind of matured with it a little bit. I don't see the Philips CDI trilogy. Yeah, I don't know. They're not here, I guess. Wait, the rank doesn't go this low. Pretty much. She was the only thing interesting in TP, yeah, except for maybe Zant. Zant's okay. Zant's isn't. I think it was smart to have Zant because it offers a decoy to it removes your expectations. At this point, you've played a million Zelda games where you find Ganondorf and then you punch him in the gut and you save the day or whatever. There's a little bit of tilt in this game where it's oh, halfway through there's progression, something changes. But like I said, I think Twilight Princess, and this isn't because the designs are meant to be mature or dark, I just think that it has a very good Zelda design, it has a very good Ganondorf design. Midna's excellent. Wolf Link is a very good design. Link is Link, so Link is fine. Link is a solid representation of Link. Twilight Princess, I think over time I've actually grown, so I like it a lot more than I used to. So I do think the game, I think it has better dungeons than Wind Waker. I think the dungeons are generally better than Ocarina of Time in a lot of ways, but I remember them being also they were also bland in their own way to some degree, but there's some interesting ideas in there too. I remember the dungeon where you get the top being really cool and dynamic and interesting. And I remember the mansion, the snowy mansion one. I actually hated doing it, but I thought the idea was cool about having a dungeon that's inside a like rundown mansion. So like lots of good ideas, not always perfect with its execution. I do think that a lot of things didn't work so well in this game, like the collecting like souls. And there was definitely a point like early in the game where they're alluding to maybe having more plot by like helping the carriage or whatever, but that never went anywheres. I do think its open world is barren and empty and dull, and it doesn't need to be that big for how few things are in it. Like it has a little like Breath of the Wild's roots are like kind of in these two games in a lot of ways. But yeah, like I feel like I could put in B like comfortably. I feel like I could put it like B-ish. Wind Waker, yeah, TB was briefly Sonic Adventures 2 between getting the top that let you grind and then snowboarding right afterwards. Yes. Oh my god, it kind of was. Yeah, must have been the time. Phantom Hourglass. Okay, so Phantom Hourglass is kind of a weird one. It's the first Zelda game on the Nintendo DS. Movement was tied to the stylus, so you actually click around for your movement, which was kind of interesting. And it also had a whole like mechanic about making maps, which was kind of an interesting idea. So, oh, just one sec. Okay. So it was kind of there was like lots of cool ideas in like Phantom Hourglass, but then there was also like the Hourglass dungeons where you had to complete them like in so much time and it would roll you back. And admittedly, making the map thing also ended up sometimes confusing, and not having like core controls like tied to something more solid, it did feel like kind of mobile-esque in that way at a time when like games that was still pretty new. I don't know, there's like, once again, it's a lot of good ideas, but I just don't think they were like executed super well. I feel like I could put it maybe in C tier. Can't write Spirit Tracks, I didn't play it, so let me see, what do we got? We got Skyward Sword and A Link Between Worlds are next. There's quite a gap between these two games. Okay, so we got Skyward Sword. So hate to say it, didn't like this game very much. Which once again, another Zelda game that has a lot of like Breath of the Wild drew some roots from. But Breath of the Wild I think is just vastly better than Skyward Sword. I love the things I like about Skyward Sword. I love how bright and vibrant things are. It felt like a breath of fresh air. It didn't feel washed out like Twilight Princess. Lots of like energy. The characters are like expressive. It was kind of like a nice split between Twilight Princess and I have a second list for you after this one. If you want to keep the theme going, yeah, I could maybe do that. Skyward Sword is like, I like a lot of what it did with its visuals, but I don't know, the game just did not stick with me. Maybe it was just the point in time in my life, but so for clarification, like my mom also plays Zelda games. She's a huge Zelda fan, so she loves playing these games. I dropped Skyward Sword, and then she dropped Skyward Sword like afterwards, and we both were kind of like, where did you stop? And she's like, the mining dungeon. I'm like, yeah, I was like right after that. I just seemed to like lose interest in it, and I don't know, like it's hard to put my finger on exactly why I wasn't into Skyward Sword that much. And I wasn't even like a person that I disliked the mobile control thing. I actually thought the mobile control thing where like the motion control thing was actually interesting. I thought the cutting in certain directions against certain enemy types was a really cool idea. It wasn't always perfect, but I think that the idea was like cool enough that I enjoyed it. So like, it's a weird thing because it's like cool ideas. Once again, I just didn't like the execution of that much. I'm willing to put it maybe down here on like D. Like, it's a shame. Like, honestly, yeah. Yeah. Alright. So Skyward Sword, like, I can't put it at D. I can put it at like maybe C, because I think the ideas and there's things that I do like about it. Just I did not like playing it. Also, definitely had like the flying thing was not like a good system. Did not work. It wasn't good. It also felt very like closed compared to most Zelda games. Like most Zelda games at least feel like the world is kind of like a big conjoining space. That game did not feel like that at all. Felt like very, very like felt like there was no like breathing room in it. A Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds, the sequel to A Link to the Past. This game came out of nowhere as 3DS game. I didn't expect much from this game. I was just like, oh, a sequel to The Link to the Past. Did you have to do that? Did you have to do that? Was that necessary? This game is fucking amazing. It is like, yeah, everything just kind of levels in Skyward Sword. Yeah. I could not get over how good this game was. It's a Link to the Past. It's the same fucking world as A Link to the Past, and it just feels so good. Did you have, do that turns out the answer is yes. Yes, the answer is yes, apparently. I didn't expect a sequel, and I didn't, like, everything. I like the Link to the Past, like the worlds more than Link to the Past. Yeah, see, like, I'm actually inclined to actually put it up, even above it. Like, A Link Between Worlds is like, everything about this game should have been bad. I managed to borrow a 3DS to play that game, and I'm so glad I did. Yeah, right? Like, everything about this game should be bad. It sounds like a terrible mechanic. It's like you become 2D and you move around the edges of walls. That sounds like annoying on paper. It's the world from A Link to the Past. Where can you go from there? What can you do from there? It's already done. It's a done game. All these things sound bad. Why go back to this? Why even bother? And they made a fucking amazing game out of it. I'm actually willing to put it even higher than Link to the Past. Also, this is the only Zelda game where money was actually nicely balanced. Every other Zelda game, money is just like bleh. Like, it's just either a nuisance or just like completely pointless. A Link Between Worlds, the money actually has value and it's good. I think one of the major flaws is item rental buying mechanic means that there's a little less sense of discovery. That's true. That is true. But yeah, since every treasure is just money, it's true. But it makes the money valuable. It makes it cool because then it's like, what am I gonna get next? And it makes it kind of open in its own sense. Like, I think it's a Zelda game I know I would like to go back to again at some point, because I feel like I could just approach it from a completely different direction. You know what I mean? And it's just interesting how that like works. Unbelievably good Zelda game. Shouldn't be as good as it is, and it actually is that good. What do we got after that? Triforce Heroes. I did not play Triforce Heroes. I played the demo for Triforce Heroes. It seemed fun. As cheerleader Link in it, which is very good. Hyrule Warriors. I did play a decent amount of Hyrule Warriors. Muso games are not really my forte, but I liked it. I thought it was really good. It's kind of a very, like, it's an overall just kind of celebration of the series. It's fun. It has some mechanics in it that make it feel not just like vanilla, you know, Zelda flavored Muso. It feels like it has a little bit more going on there for Zelda fans, to some degree. But I thought it was really good. I like that they pull characters from almost every game. It is a very DLC laden game, which is a shame, but for what it is, I liked it a lot. I thought it was really solid. I never would have guessed that Zelda Muso is a thing that would be good. It's just really good, and like I said, it feels like a celebration of the whole series, which is nice. I'm willing to put this on C. Yeah, and yeah, I feel like B, because it's like, Honestly, I don't know. I could put it like high B, honestly, because I like it that much. It's a good game. At least now there's just one version you can get, so it's a whole thing. Yeah, true. So I do like it. I'm actually gonna move this up a little bit. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit on this, because I do like a lot of aspects of Twilight Princess. I feel like this is solid. Maybe like this. Feels so this list looks so awkward. Yeah. I think I'm being too hard on Minish Cap. Alright, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild overall, it's like the most like direct sequel basically to the first Zelda practically. It draws on elements of Skyward Sword, improves on it. It draws on elements of Twilight Princess, improves on those. There's a little bit of Wind Waker in there. Once again, it's a very like encompassed. It's a Zelda game that feels like it's taken everything from before it and kind of like grew from it. Not necessarily taking those elements and just tried to improve them. It just took those ideas and tried to like grow from that. I think Breath of the Wild is really good. I do think that there's issues I have with it that I wish would have been like kind of handled differently. I think the dungeons they're okay, but I kind of wish there was maybe like another 2 of them. If they were gonna do the Guardian things, I feel like there should maybe been another 2 of them or something like that, just to kind of round it out a little bit better. 4 feels a little lackluster, given the dungeons are also relatively small. They just feel like large puzzle boxes. I think half the shrines being just like things that you go into, they're kind of empty. It was just kind of like bleh. Actually, my really big critique is I think the DLC is really bad for this game. I think the DLC is dumb. I love the motorcycle. I love that they give you a motorcycle. It's amazing. The motorcycle is like, it literally changes how you'll play the game. You get to enjoy the whole world like over again. It's amazing, but it's literally the last thing in the game you could possibly get and have access to. And because of that, it completely like wipes any value. Like by the time I got the bike, it's like, well, I'm done the game. So there's nowhere for me to bike to do anything. I mean, you could get the bike earlier, but it's like, then you have to just do this rehash of the 4 dungeons again, or the 4 dungeon bosses again. It's just like, it's just a shame because the bike was such a cool idea. Had that been like in the core game in some capacity, would have loved it. The Master Trials are exactly the lame challenge mode DLC that I hate. Yeah. I didn't mind it as much as some challenge modes, but like, it's just like, it just doesn't, neither of them had really compelling DLC. But the core game for Breath of the Wild, just talking about the core game, really good. Everything about it's really cool. I love the open world, the exploration. I don't typically even like open world games that much, and I really liked it. I do think the weapon degradation, it would be nice to see that get shelved for the next game. I initially didn't mind it so much, but the more I like kind of digest it, the less I like it, because it just feels like you're always just like funneling whatever weapons you pick up just like into enemies, and it's just like nothing has any value because everything's trivialized, because it just gets immediately like it'll just break after 20 minutes. I feel Zelda game tier list that includes Tingle's game and the CDI ones. Oh, gotcha. I don't care about them because I've never played the CDI ones, and Tingle's Rosy Ruby Land I'd put on S tier, but I haven't played it. So that's really it. I think this is their Zelda tier list. I feel okay about this. Actually, is any Zelda game an F tier? Actually, let's like space this out. I think there's more to like weigh out here. I'm actually okay with putting Zelda in B tier. Like these are all extremely good Zelda games too, which is like makes it especially like weird.
That's no good.
No good. Ara, Felly, how you doing? What you up to? This feels so weird. It feels like backwards to me, but when I actually think about it, it's like I do like it kind of. It is mostly this way. Yeah. I feel like I need to play the remake of Majora's Mask sometime. I might actually like the game more as a remake, just because I remember it being very framey on the 64. Although I hear that there's like issues with the remake too. Getting back into watching anime. Oh, gotcha. I feel like you put Majora's Mask on C. What? No, it's not. It's not. It's better than Skyward Sword. My anime list. Oh. Vapor Drago. The remake has some questionable changes, but still overall pretty good. People are too harsh on it. Yeah. Because like the thing is Majora's Mask is like, it is actually kind of an intense game. Like just playing it because you're on a time limit. The game is hard. This game is like really fucking hard. If I was making a difficulty tier list, it would be fucking at the top probably. The really bad thing is one of the bosses that's extremely hard isn't much easier on the remake. Well, it doesn't count as a spoiler. No worries. I'd put Majora's Mask on top. I touched Ocarina of Time a little bit, but I want to beat it sometime. I got the Switch Online expansion recently. I gotcha. Like Ocarina of Time, like these are all extremely good Zelda games, but these are, I guess, like more favored Zelda games from me, I guess. And these are my most favorite Zelda games. I think Breath of the Wild has room for improvement. Actually, I feel like all these games on this tier have room for improvement. These ones I have a hard time critiquing in any way. These ones are all good, but flawed in some capacity. I'm like looking at the original Zelda, I'm like, you are really good. You take a core concept and you work it well. Tempting. There's like nothing wrong with this game, really. Like I'm just like looking at it, I'm just like, if you want a Muso Zelda game, that's it. This doesn't have Age of Calamity either, which I haven't played, but I don't have a whole lot of interest in that game. I think it took the one big selling point of like a Zelda Muso game, which is playing all the cool characters over the course of the whole series, and removed that and just like boiled it down to, these are the characters from Breath of the Wild, I hope you like them. Your top 3 are the same as mine. I love Zelda 1, Four Swords 2. Like Zelda 1 is good. This is a good game. Yeah, but like these 3 are just immaculate. I feel like I can put these like safely here. I want to play this game. I want to play Triforce Heroes. You can be a cheerleader. It's really cute. Like Link gets really cute costumes, which he should get in other games. He should have cute costumes. Breath of the Wild knew what was up. They gave Link a cute costume. Best game? Maybe not the best game, but it's definitely like everybody loves Breath of the Wild. Yeah, it's Link's Awakening. Is that Zelda 1? No, Link's Awakening is up at the very top. So I feel okay with this list. You know, this is okay. I still think Zelda 2 has some like interesting ideas, but I just don't think it executes them very well. There's a few games. It's, you know what it is? It's because Zelda 2 is this Simon's Quest of Zelda games, which, yeah, Fanboy Cheerleader Link is very strong. Agreed. My favorite Link to the Past, Majora's Mask, and then probably Breath of the Wild. That's fair. Yeah. What's everybody's like top 3? Give me some top 3s. I feel like okay with this. This feels okay to me. This, like, it's a very big A tier, but I think that they're all good. They're good Zelda games. I've not played any GameCube Wii ones. Gotcha. So that means I haven't played Wind Waker or Twilight Princess. Yeah. A hard thing. Wind Waker has such good like moments. Like it's just like the end of Wind Waker is spectacular. That is one of the best endings in any Zelda game. It's just excellent. Twilight Princess is so weird because I really didn't like it when I played it, but I just love so many elements about it. I feel most strongly about Link's Awakening, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker. I think Link Between Worlds be like a very close fourth. Yeah, that's fair. Top 3 probably Oracle Seasons, Link's Awakening, Breath of the Wild. Also very fair. Does this mean eventually someone will make a porn version of Zelda 2 that is actually good? I mean, someone hasn't made a porn version of Zelda 2 that is actually good. Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, yeah. Like, if we were going by, like, pure atmosphere, I feel like if atmosphere was, like, a bigger factor, this would be, like, S tier. Because I love Majora's Mask's atmosphere. Like, the masks, the characters, super creepy. The concept is, like, tense and just, like, eerie. Like, the music is good. Like, there's so many things about Majora's Mask I love. But it just, like... You know, honestly, if you took, like, all those weird elements about Majora's Mask and applied them to, like, Twilight Princess, I think that would be a really fucking good Zelda game. The time limit really makes or breaks the game for the... Yeah. Like, for my mom, if she was... I should get her to make a tier list, too. See how it stacks up. Like... I know for my mom, she didn't like Majora's Mask because the time limit was just like, she just hated it. She didn't understand. And she was like, why do I have to be on a time limit? And it was just like, she was like, she didn't like the fact that it rushed her and it was like making everything like annoying. And there was like things here and there. Like, she was not about it. She's not about it at all. Hey Rachel, how you doing? I say something feels more lively than yeah, well that's the thing, right? Majora's Mask has like a world that feels alive. Twilight Princess doesn't, which is like sad. Because Twilight Princess is a very like kind of like it's a very like dull game in a lot of ways. But I think it has like the best depiction of like fucking it has the best depiction of Zelda up until like Breath of the Wild. Wind Waker Zelda is extremely good too though. Like, but as like a core Zelda that isn't Pirate Zelda, I guess, because let's be real, Pirate Zelda is just gonna always win in that case. So like good Zelda. Ganondorf is like peak Ganondorf. I love how like frighteningly powerful he is in that game. Like they really emphasize it more than any other Zelda game. It's like, oh, he's not just a dork who like, you know, fell into this. Triforce of Power. I see it now. Twilight Princess is a long game with lots of nothing. Yeah, it's really empty. You're right. Fuck Twilight Princess. It's going down the list, but it has Midna, so it's back up. So, yeah, they filled all that empty with Midna, and that was the correct choice. Yeah, I loved as a kid just playing around in Clocktown. Most sandbox type game for me. Yeah, it is a very sandbox game. I don't know, you could just leave Clocktown until I bought another copy and the person made progress in the game. Oh wow. Like, and that's the thing is Majora's Mask has like so much to like unbox too. I wish the game's more accurately conveyed to you. You can up the time limit by 3 times with playing the song of time backwards. Yes, I would agree with that. Wait, what do you got for me? You got another tier list? The more I think about this, the more I'm just like, it's such, yeah. I'm gonna put it in B. I don't think I can like leave it where it is. The big problem is like, yeah, I feel like that's maybe a little bit better. Dragon King, I forget how I ever learned you do that. I think it was Scarecrow Shop. I forget how it comes up, but Majora's Mask, like there's so many elements in it that are good. I should replay it sometime. Like, and that's the thing is like, it's like Wind Waker and Majora's Mask both have worlds that feel alive, whereas like Twilight Princess feels like a very dead world, but it has like characters that are alive in it. But it just feels like a very dead, like, world. Scarecrow in the shop mentions 2 alternatives. It's 6 a.m. Twilight Princess is a Dark Souls game. It is. I think Majora's Mask is more... Even though I think it's more like difficult and there's so many mechanics and it is overwhelming and it is like all these things, it is still a more mechanically like structured, like better like delivery of things than what these 3 Zeldas are, I guess. Maybe not this one. This one delivers on everything. I don't know. I think the only reason I rate this one low is simply just because it feels like I want more. It's the Scarecrow Observatory. Why you had another list? I'm gonna keep shuffling this around. I'm just gonna keep shuffling it. Like the Hero Spirit and Twilight Princess. It's neat how they found a way to tie Twilight Princess into Ocarina of Time story. Twilight Princess is a Kingsfield game. I sent it to you. Oh, you sent it to me in Discord. Oh, character tier list. Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Yeah, let's fucking do this. It's just like, yeah, there we go. Character tier list. Let's go. Zelda characters. Take them from the top. Actually, let's take it from like, I don't know. Where do we fucking start? Midna S tier. There's no question. Midna is just like one of the best like Zelda characters. Like just no question. Just top shelf. Makes the game she's in better because she's in it. Look how many Links and Zeldas there are. Yeah, there's a lot of Links and Zeldas. Alright, so where do we fucking go from here? I'm just like looking at them all. Okay. God, where do we fucking go? Let's start at the beginning. Midna on top though, for sure, no question. Let me see. Why is the postman here? Let's start from the original Zelda, which I'm gonna say. Oh, also this weird baby child. I forget what their name is. What is their name? I'm like, what is the baby's name? I forget, but also S tier. Yeah, I'm like, where is it? I'm like looking at my playlist here. Mellow, that's it. Yeah. This is very loud. This song, I remember it. Yeah, but Marin, where's Marin? Also S tier, agreed. Yes, S tier, excellent. Yeah. So the baby in the song was instantly in my head. I know, right? This is a good character. Amazingly in the same game. Okay, so let's Link's Awakening. The creepy owl that like looks like it has a face on both sides. I forget what its name is. Also very good. I'm gonna say A tier. I can't tell if this is meant to be a Link's Awakening Link or I think it is, but it might be like NES Link. I can't remember. Yeah, but also very good. Good depiction. Good Link. Quality Link. All right. Let's see. Link's Awakening Link. Also very good Link. Good bean. We're gonna go through this fast. So, buckle up, everybody. These little guys, I like them. I know that they like are everywheres and they get in your way and you trip over them, go into the fridge, and won't get away from you, but I like them. They're good. Okay. What else we got? We got Ocarina of Time Link. I actually think C tier. I'm like, nah, no good. Ocarina of Time Zelda, C tier. No good. Sheik. Excellent. Excellent character. Very good character. A tier. Like, yeah, the Koroks, yes. I'm with you. Ocarina of Time's Link has dumb hair. I think they're very dated designs. I just don't think they held up over the long period. That's just my feels. Oh, Girl with Butterfly. I forget what her name is too, but she's also very good. There's not a lot she does in the game, but I think she's very, it's a good design. Yeah. Agatha, thank you. She's very good. Yeah. Alright. I gotta take these tiers down a notch because this is gonna get really, this is gonna be tense if we go like this. Oh my god, I can't listen to this on another loop. It's really, I love it. I could listen to it, but I shouldn't. I'm gonna drive everyone away. Yeah. Drop the line back to fucking trash tier. I don't know all the ins and outs of why people dislike this character, but I trust your opinion. So, who do we got next? Okay, so I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I think these are like the best like Zelda and Ganondorf depictions. I think they're just the best ones, up until Breath of the Wild Zelda, who's also very good. Of course, you have Wind Waker Zelda, who is also extremely good. Like I said, if you want yeah, Tetra is also like excellent. Like, that's the thing. If you make Zelda a pirate, she's inherently better than every other Zelda. So there you go. That's just done. This like here. Well, let's cycle back. Creepy Mask Salesman, absolutely amazing character. Love him. Super creepy. What a weirdo. Love him though. We're gonna put. Yeah, we gotta put him up higher. He's super creepy. These are both good characters still though. A tier is still good. I love Wind Waker Ganondorf. Wind Waker Ganondorf, where is he? Excellent character. It's actually the only version of Ganondorf that I think is comparable to Twilight Princess Ganondorf. I think he is the best like motive out of any Ganondorf. He's so good, and you actually feel bad for him at the end of the game. Yeah. Link's grandma, you can't not put her on S tier. I mean, jeez, like I'm not like, gosh. Link's younger sister, also very good. Maybe like A tier though. Yeah. Wind Waker Link, a very good Link. I'm gonna say like probably. No, it's a good Link. There we go. They can hang out together. Look at these three. They're good. They're good kids. Yeah. And then Link fucking. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of intense. Okay. So. Skull Kid's extremely good. Right up here. Good designs, just good designs. Like, oh my god, this list is gonna get dense, like really fucking fast. We need another tier here, that's our problem. Add a row, okay, so our new row is gonna be like this, and we're gonna do F. Because like, we're gonna need more space in this. This is too tight for what it is. Okay. This is a good Link. This is also a good Link. This is, damn it. They're all good. Okay, space it out. We can fix it later if it looks wrong. Okay, where's the divide here? I don't know. They're all good. Just good characters. Bad Ganon. Dumb. Bad Ganondorf. Bad. Yeah. Fee. I never really got attached to this character. Not a huge fan. I'm gonna actually go through and like do some characters I don't like so much. this is the guy at the end of Skyward Sword. I don't really know this character that well, so I can't technically list them, but I can't technically list them. Beetle. Beetle I think is a solid C. I don't have any qualms with Beetle. Beetle's A-okay. He's not as good as Malon, but it's still good. I'm gonna say probably C. Sarah. Probably. Bring our owl up here. Probably C, I guess. I don't know. But no, we're making her choose. Good morning. Where does the 2S stand for? Chris, welcome. How you doing? Two-Spirit? Yeah, before the LGBTQIA plus Ultra. Yeah, stands for Two-Spirit. What are yeah, he's Ganondorf. Bad version of Link. I just don't like this version of Link. I'm actually gonna say lower than Adult Link. Adult Link is like terrible. Kid Link, terrible. Just annoying. Shadow Link. This is like, oh, this is like the Link to the either Link to the Past or Link's Awakening Link, which I think is a good depiction of Link. I think that's solid. Actually, these are both good depictions of Link. I mean, it's basically the same depiction of Link for the most part. I like the slightly more polished hair though. We'll go maybe like this. Yeah, it's Link to the Past Link. I forget her name. I don't remember her name, but she was okay. I thought she was all right. Postman. I have no qualms with the Postman either. Oh god, names are eluding me. Oh, Twilight Princess Link. It's a good depiction of Link, but I don't think it's like my favorite depiction of Link. I think actually, well, yeah, Breath of the Wild Link and Zelda are definitely, I think, A tier. Twilight Princess Link can go up here too. Yeah, this is starting to like feel more like a thing. There we go. Grandma gotta hang out with the family. Yeah, it's just not fair if she's not hanging out with the family. Okay, let me see. Groose. Groose is like everything I know about him. I never beat Skyward Sword, so I can't 100% say how he plays out in the long run. But I kind of liked him because he was really dorky. So he can stay in around here somewhere. These two, they're just on the cusp of my memory. They're on the cusp of my memory, but I remember liking them. So, yeah, these two. Yes. Surprisingly good characters. Love them. Tingle, you can't not have Tingle in A tier. That's just a lie if Tingle's not A tier. Tingle's gotta be A tier. Navi can go down here. Navi just would not leave me alone. And I'm just like, please, Navi, just no, go away. I don't hate Navi. Navi can chill with these three. Navi will make you regret this. Navi will make me regret it. What is his name? Names are eluding me right now. I mean, it's 6:30. I probably should have probably called it, but it's a very good Impa. Very good Impa. Excellent Impa. Okay. Epona. How do you even like rate Epona? It's just a single version of Epona. So this is just like all Eponas. It's your horse. How can you not appreciate your horse? I'm like really lukewarm on this version of Zelda. I don't know why. Yeah. This version of Zelda is good. This is a good depiction of Zelda too. Skyward Sword Link is still good. I actually think I like the design just slightly more. It's a little bit like concept of horse, yes. I At this point, I'm getting like loopy with like what I'm doing. I don't recognize this character. I'm gonna have to put some characters here. Just one sec. Add a row. Unknown. Do not recognize this character. You can go here. From Four Swords. I don't remember this character having a lot of character, but I like the concept. But yeah. I can't really put you here. I can't really put you anywheres. It's just Shadow Link. It's some people are like super crazy about this idea. I just feel very like blasé about it. It's like Link but evil, but it's not like a big deal because it's just like some room somewhere. It'd be like running into like your evil doppelganger at like the bus station. Like, okay, we doing this? Like, Breath of the Wild characters. I feel like these are all pretty good characters as a whole. I don't think it's hard not to like appreciate these characters. Yeah. Except you can be slightly lower. I gotta put them up here. They're good depictions of Link and Zelda. Like, I feel like Zelda's gonna shine in the next game. I feel like maybe she doesn't shine enough. Yeah, I like a good rivalry. I like Zelda Falco. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Welcome everyone. We're here to witness the tier list queen. Oh my goodness. That's me, apparently. Thank you. Juju, Loki, Purple, welcome. Stealth Raid. Oh, I see. We're pretty much all in all agreement. And the important thing to remember Breath of the Wild characters is that they're all hot. Yeah, that's accurate. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hugloom, how you doing? Yeah. Hey Dragon, how's the tier list going? People raging? No, I don't think so. I think everybody seems pretty chill right now. I'd be interested to see if there was an evil Link who sort of races to beat the dungeon. See, that's a cool idea. I like that. Yeah, the goal to assassinate Zelda. She's not gonna put up with that. Hugloom, what are you up to? What are you streaming? What are you doing? Aw, how you doing? Also, thank you for like, gosh, I rated you like the other week, and gosh, you were like so just inviting, wonderful. So we're fast tracking a tier list because we already did a Zelda tier list. This one here. So we did a game tier list, and now we're doing a character tier list. Is it Rudo? I forget what her name is off the top of my head. I like her. She's kind of whiny, but like I kind of like her as a whole, but maybe like a high B. Also, once again, like the character, but kind of just like maybe lukewarm. These are good Link designs that go up a little bit. Yeah. Don't recognize this character. Tunova? Is that her name? I forget what her name is. She's cool. I like that she's just like two witches like slapped together. It's like, why not? Why not two witches? Have you considered two witches? Yeah. Your character looks so cute. Aw, thank you, Luna. Thank you. But welcome everyone. I guess I should probably introduce myself for people that don't know me. I'm Code. I was by Katie or Cat. She, her pronouns. They, them is also acceptable. I'm a variety game bodega cat VTuber who usually streams 3 games a night, 5 nights a week. And yeah. Aw, head pat. Thank you. And yeah. Cat girl gang up in here. Yes. Yeah. So 3 games a night. Or 3 games a night, 5 nights a week, and we usually just hang out and chat. Oh, my hands aren't in the right spot for this scene, but I accept my fate. 5 nights a week, and yeah, so we usually chill out, play games. I've been trying to mix in some like discussion topics lately so that I'm not just playing games. So tonight we did Sakuna. Actually, here, let me just like move things over. Here we go. Some of the games I'm currently playing right now. I've been playing Sakuna of Rice-A-Roni, and it was good. We also played Pico Pico tonight, which It was kind of broke, but I kind of liked it. It was cute. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that's a little bit of some of the games I'm playing. Yeah, we're playing Katamari Damacy because I wanted to do a spring cleaning lineup. So I've been doing like, I did Rain on Your Parade, Katamari Damacy, because I'm like, what's more like, what game depicts spring cleaning better than like rolling everything into a ball and throwing it into space than Katamari Damacy, right? So, you know, perfect. Yeah. Sakuna, I've seen people play it yesterday and the environment is so cute. It is. We just got a dog in it. It's adorable. I'm like, good game. Oh, thank you for the cheese. Thank you, Rachel. Yeah. I needed some calcium. Who do we got left? Forget her name, but she's the inventor. She's also hot. She's also very good. Excellent. Excellent character. She made me a test subject. What? Forget his name from Skyward Sword. Kind of mostly just like creepy and I don't know. He has weird tones that like, I feel like what is his name? Yeah. What is his name? Give it to me. Where is it? Someone tell me his name. I forget his name. I got things to say about this guy. I got things to say about him. G something. Garahim. Is it Garahim? Like, is that really his name? Skyward Sword. I give up. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I don't know. Like, he's got like this like thing that like. I don't want to be like controversial about it, but it's just like I feel like he has like the same kind of problem. No, it's hard to say because you know what it is? I'm just gonna spit it out. Like why I feel like it's kind of controversial. Because I feel like he's kind of meant to be like, I don't know. Like, do I get into this right now? It's heavy. I'm gonna put him in D. I feel unsure about this character. Yeah, because I feel like the gist of it is I feel like he's kind of queer coded, but like done in like a way that's like not good. But I don't know. Maybe I'm like reading into it like too much, or it's just like, you know, like it's one thing to have like your characters queer coded. That's like great. But, you know, or well, you know, have queer characters first of all. Just have queer characters, but you know, it's something. But it's you know what? It's kind of like queer coded, sex pest coded. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, and that's the thing I dislike. I'm willing to put him on bottom tier. I just dislike the fact that like. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Okay, I'm glad that I'm not like the only person that felt that way because I'm like, I've never talked about this character ever. And I'm just like, I just don't like that, like the thing that he has going on. It's just like I've seen characters that kind of execute this like idea without it being like feeling like it's like meant to be like meant to like make you like yeah y'all get what I'm saying, where I'm going with it. Oh, she's cute. She has to go up here with her friends. Yeah, she's very good and she helps you fly over gaps like in like 2 spots, and then she's like, I'm gone, goodbye. It's all very much a thing that was brought up during some mainstream reviews of the game. Really? Okay, then I didn't even know that, but I do feel like it's like this is not good. Zant, who is like a less like also kind of queer coded, but also like not like in like, this is where I feel like kind of queer coded, but like not offensively, you know what I mean? Yeah, love it here already. Aw, Mr. Gaboo Billy. Yeah, like Zant feels like unique, like interesting, like kind of red herring in Twilight Princess. I kind of wish Zant actually did a little bit more, you know what I mean? Zelda's been kind of bad about this kind of thing, I think, sadly. Yeah, I think so too, actually. I mean, let's be real, the Zelda series does have some big problems. Looking at, you know, there's some like racial issues in this series. Yeah, which I think that they're hopefully kind of stepping away from. But yeah, for some reason Zant came off as A-Spectrum coded. That's fair. Yeah. I'm not gonna get into that because it's 6:30 in the morning and I've streamed for 6.5 hours, so I'm just like, I'm like, that's a whole kettle of fish that I'm not ready for tonight. But I will say Zant is a little bit of like the execution of like I don't find Zant like, I mean, maybe I'm off beat here, but I don't find Zant inherently offensive, whereas Garam here I actually found kind of like notably offensive, and yeah, not good. Great fairies, they're just wild gals, and they're going to town. So they're just excited to be there. They're excited to be on a list. Actually, you know what? If we're talking about the great fairies from any Zelda games, great fairies, fine, whatever. The great fairy from fucking Hyrule Warriors, excellent fairy. That one's excellent. But I'm willing to put Great Fairy, probably. Oh my god. Above all these characters? No, probably not. What is going on here? These tiers should be like inverted. This is all backwards. It's all backwards. It's all no good. How did we end up like this? This is, I'm like realizing everything's wrong. This is like, these three can hang out together because I think they have a lot in common. I actually don't have a real good beat on this Zelda either. Like, I feel like maybe like this. Maybe like this-ish. It was Zant up here. I don't know. Zant doesn't, like, that's the other thing. Zant doesn't actually do that much other than wiggle at you threateningly. Like, captures Link in a bottle, yes. It's a good great fairy. No, Zant can lead the C tier list, I think. I like his like bro energy, so he can stay here. She's whiny, but she's also kind of cute about it. So, oh, King of Red Lions. Here's one that's actually kind of probably a bit of a surprise. I think this is a good character. I think he's really good. I think he's very underrated because nobody talks about the King of Red Lions and when they're talking about Wind Waker. And it's like, he's a really cool character. It's actually interesting having the fucking King of Hyrule do something. And it's like, damn, like, the only king in the series to ever do anything. I know, right? Boat King is one of the best kings, yeah. And creepy music guy. He teaches the song Storms, which fucking slaps. So he's gotta at least be in here. I'll put him next to the owl because I think they would vibe. There we go. Okay, that's a way better king than Breath of the Wild King. Yeah, who just like basically leaves you to fucking scrounge around in the bush, like basically naked. And he's basically looks at Link like rolling in dirt, like eating berries. And he's like, if this kid survives, we live. If he dies, well, I'm already dead. What do I care? And then he fades into the abyss. King of Red Lions is absolute champ, yes. So here we go. Actually, you know what? Actually, that much of a champ for like accomplishing things. There we go. I don't know what this version of Impa really does ultimately, so I feel like good doing like this maybe. At this point, we're like organizing our tiers, so which I don't think we're gonna do really, but Mad Scientist, always good, always good, always good. Oh, actually, Big Mama energy, yes, also always good. Yeah, there we go. Where's what's his face? Sidon? What's his name? It's her brother. Where's he at? Why is he? Yeah, Sidon. Why is he not in this list? One of Link's potential loves. Yeah. Oh, this list is Garbo. I'm done here. We did our best. We worked with what we had and it was not enough. Go away. I don't even want to think about it anymore. Anyway, so how's everybody doing? What's everybody up to? Yeah. I'm like, this is a list that just like, yeah. No, it's a whole topic though, like, yeah. Illegal list. What? Yeah, illegal list. No good. Yeah. Here's a paraglider. See ya. Yeah, actually, that's like the best thing he does for us. He gives you a paraglider. Yeah. So anyways, how's everybody doing? What's everybody up to? How's Code? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Yeah, kind of a weird stream tonight. It was very like... Pico Pico turned out to be really broken, but I kind of like it, so I might go back, but we might start a new file next time we go to play it. Yeah, since I seem to have broken some kind of progression point in the game, and it would not let me progress any farther. Sakuna continues to be really good, but it's very chill. Like, it's very different from a lot of the games I stream. So, yeah, it's pretty different. We didn't really get into any other games tonight, because I wanted to do, like, a chatting thing tonight, which is, you know what? We did 2 Zelda lists. I feel good about that. As usual, Code broke the game. I did. I broke it actually several times. I went into that one wall, and I also killed the progression. I like talking about characters. I do too. Yeah. Maybe next time I do a list, we'll be ready for Smash or Pass, which, you know, as I've said before, is not really gonna be Smash or Pass. It's gonna basically be me giving you all a TED talk on how I'm gonna smash every single character of whatever I'm rating. So, but this has been a good stream. It's been a little bit longer though. I know at some point, I think it was like at the 4.5 hour mark, our internet went down, so it split the stream. So I think that I have a terrible list idea. Tell me. I need to know. I need to know, Hive. Tell me what is your terrible list idea? Tell me. I need to know.
You're pretty good.
Ah, thank you. Thank you, Snake. Thank you, Dragon King. I would hug them. Very good. Yeah. That's fair. Like, there's what is it? It's hug or shrug. If you're not about Smash or Pass, there's always hug or shrug. Tier list is fun, especially when it gets weird. Yes. Yeah. Like the Monster Hunter one, but infinity longer. Oh. Okay, so for people that don't know, I've been trying to do one list a week. At least one, like, kind of interesting topic we could talk about a week. And last week I did a Monster Hunter flavor tier list where I went through and rated every monster by flavor. And the week before I did a Soulsborne boss tier list. But anyways, the flavor tier list, this is the jam. This is the stuff I want to do more of. Pokemon tier taste test. Oh my god, that's like so many. That's so many Pokemon to eat. I could do it. I could do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rate all the Pokemon by flavor. Oh, it's genius, Hive. It's genius. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. It'll take time, but this might be my project for the rest of the year. It'll be 5 hour long stream. I mean, the Monster Hunter one was 204 monsters, and that was like 3 hours. Code, no. There's 900 of those little guys, and we're gonna find out what they all taste like. Yeah. Back for round 2 of Eat or Yeet. Actually, that'd be the best way to do it. Eat or Yeet. That's a good idea. I like that. You know what? Rather than tier them, because tiering them is going to take time, right? I'll do Eat or Yeet for Pokemon. Code. You can break it down by generation. That's true, I could. You're right. That's a good idea. Well, that might be next week's endeavor. Well, then I need to do the Smash or Pass for Guilty Gear. I need to do that. And maybe Blaze Blue. Those would be good Smash or Pass games. Yeah. You can break down by generation. That makes sense. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Generation 5 is gonna be the tastiest generation. There's a Pokemon that's literally ice cream. I'm about Gen 5. You have to find each one and taste them. Yeah. But I'm willing to do it. Yeah. Alright. It's super late. It's almost 7 a.m. here. I'm gonna start winding things down. Actually, we're gonna put some different music on in the meantime, because it's clock sounds. I'm like the sound of clock. My internet seems slow today. I don't know why. Yeah. You can do it. Lanterns! There we go. There's an ice cream in Gen 5, but there's also a bag of garbage. All things shall be balanced, I guess. Yeah. But, since we're on wind down anyways, for anyone that is interested in me or my streams, you can find me on Twitter, or you can join our Discord. I post my schedules basically for when I'm going to be live, and or at least what days I'm streaming, not necessarily what times, but what days I'm going to be streaming. And I always post right before I go live on Twitter and on Discord. And if you're on the Discord, you get an alert for it. So yeah. What am I looking for? Somebody to raid. Who are we gonna raid? Gonna find out. Lazy. Yeah. Oh, Jed's playing Tunic. That could be a good raid. That could be a really good raid. Tunic's excellent. Looking at the list here. Not a lot of people streaming right now. Lunari's streaming. That could be also a potential raid. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Jumangar. Oh, we could rate Starve. Is Starve streaming? I don't know if I saw Starve. I feel like you don't get a full sense of the list. Like, I feel like Twitter or Twitch, like, when you have enough people on your list, like, it just, like, shows you, like, a cross-section of them. Oh, Starve is playing, what looks like either Final Fight or... I can't tell, but good to know. Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe Starve or join Discord. Aw, much appreciated. Yeah, we could do. I'm really tempted to raid Jed because I just like Tunic a lot. And we're just talking about Zelda. You know what? For everyone that has not played Tunic yet, here, I'm gonna raid Jed. I haven't raided Jed in a little while, and it's very topical. So, if you like A Link to the Past, if you like Link's Awakening, like we were talking about earlier, highly recommend Tunic. Tunic might be the closest thing I've played to Link's Awakening, like, in years at this point. Game is excellent. It's super, super fun. Definitely check out Tunic. And it's also on Game Pass right now, so... I haven't seen Tunic yet. I was asleep during all the Tunic parts of your stream. Hey, no worries. I'm going to tell you right now, if you like A Link to the Past, Tunic is a day one. Buy it. It's extremely good. The Curse of Time Zones. Fair. Yeah, my streams have been running a little bit late the last, like, week or so it's a little bit different. But, so we're going to raid Jed. Yeah, the next stream is going to be actually Saturday? Is that correct? That can't be right. No, it's gonna be Sunday. So I'm taking Friday, I'm taking Saturday off, mostly to get a little bit of extra work done and take care of a few things. So I won't be back until Sunday, but when I do get back on Sunday, we're gonna be playing Sakuna, we're gonna be playing Pico Pico, and we're probably gonna be doing a voted block, or maybe some drawing, I don't know. Yeah. The in-game manual is fashioned after old school manuals and plays part in the gameplay. It does. It does. It's very good. It's excellent. Can't get over Tunic. But I'm gonna call it for now. So thank y'all for watching, hanging out tonight, and hanging in there when I was doing my annoying tier list thing, and when I was my internet was dropping, and that time I made rice poorly. So thank you. Anyways, I'm gonna call it. So thank y'all for watching. Show Jed some love, and I will catch y'all Sunday. Bye.